when the Prince of Life our ransom shed for us.
Hey guys, the other thing we're going to talk about is the natural revelation, that God reveals himself naturally. So when you're talking presuppositionally, you're discussing not just what we experience, but how do you explain it? How do you account for it? So when it comes to the natural revelation, you know, God, the Bible says, reveals himself through the creation of the world. His eternal power and Godhead is revealed to everybody, and so that they have no excuse. There's no excuse. The invisible things of God from the creation of the world are clearly seen. All right, so that explains why all cultures, there's some idea of a higher power. You know, we also, because the Bible teaches the doctrine of sin, we understand that even though there is a natural revelation, that men corrupt the natural revelation because of their lusts. Their minds are inflamed by lusts, and they want to make God into their image to justify their sins. So that's why we have this conflicting laws, if you will, within creation, within all cultures. You have sin, and you have an idea of God, a higher power. So the Bible reveals this, you know, the heavens declare the glory of God, not a God, not some unknown God, but the glory of the God, the Creator. The firmament showeth his handiwork. And so this is just the case. And so when you're dealing with unbelievers, they know God exists. They immediately know God exists. It's impressed upon them through creation. And every culture historically has always known this. But they do not like to retain that revelation of God in their knowledge. And so they change the glory of God. So you've got the idea of sin as well as the idea of God's revelation. So laws in general, the Bible says the Gentiles, which have not the law of God, the law of Moses, do by nature the things contained in the law. And so these, having not the law, are a law unto themselves. So laws, you know, the powers that be, governments, emerge from this natural revelation of laws. So when Moses comes down from the mount and he gives this supernatural revelation, the old covenant, it's a supernatural revelation, it matches the natural revelation that men have within them. So, you know, you have atheists saying, oh, I don't need God to tell me that killing is bad. I know killing is bad automatically. It's like, well, yeah, you know that killing is bad because you've been made in the image of God and he put his law in your heart, so you have no excuse. But as an atheist, you can't explain how there's morals. You can't explain how there is a right and a wrong. It's just survival of the fittest. You know, it's just whatever happens, happens, which is to say nothing. That's not an answer. So understand that there is a natural revelation that God has put within all men, and they have no excuse, and that the supernatural revelation of God, which he gives through the prophets, through Moses, through the Psalms and the law and the New Testament, the scriptures reveal the supernatural revelation of God, and it's going to match the natural revelation of God. But this is why all Gentiles, all unbelievers, cross-culturally, universally, historically, have these similar ideas of God. So that's the biblical framework you're working within. Just remember, this is what people experience. That, you know, so you're providing the biblical doctrine for these things. So it's not just a matter of is this the case? It's why is this the case? How is this the case? And as we're asserting presuppositionalism, we're trying to explain that how we can account for this. You know, they experience it, but here's why you experience it. All right.
Grace and love like my